Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Play action now. Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Right there, 54, right there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Trying to let. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Howard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. You could bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been.
And this is caught inside the 5, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let's go, let's go.
Mariota on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Whoosh. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And
there he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 32 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
53, Mike 53. Watch the out.
Off play action, here's White. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Lasley, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hey, Alpha! 5!
The play fake, now White. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On the ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. They go.
Throwing again. White. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun, here's White. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. On first down, it's White. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lastly was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now White. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Let's go, D.
Sneak grip, sneak grip.
On 1st and 10, White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, break.
To throw is White. To throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Andy Dalton now 3 out of 5 since taking over, as he's given his guys a first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, here comes Barber. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watch his flat.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, McKinnon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry.
Out of the gun, it's White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
93, 52, 93.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
25, check 25.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton, and that will be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
You got nothing of that. You got nothing.
2 by 2. Move.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Come on, G.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Nice.
Watch the run. Mike's 50.
Check tight.
Mike's 50.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. White looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Washington.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, let's calm down. Protein spill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. White. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
Set. 60 yards.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Say go.
Now White with a 1st down throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now that Redskin offense coming back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. White looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So that one will be accepted. So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw, White. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Target. Check three.
General West.
53 is the mic. 3 bud. Check it.
Leo. Now.
White now, operating from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now White, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. White throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Hey, Orbit.
Here's White throwing on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hands up. Lead.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hands up.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.